And we are live. We are live. You're rocking with Rastafari King David on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing a series on what does it mean to be a Rasta. A lot of times there's a lot of questions out there. What does it mean to be Rastas? And is really not any good good answer to that question. Is it a religion? Is it a way of life? Or was it an original, whatever you want to call it? But on this one, I'm gonna give you my understanding of what it means. Rastafari means for me, and just a little background about myself. I'm originally from the United States. That would be like in Washington, D.C., but I've traveled quite extensively. I've been around the world. Well, at least halfway around the world. I've been to Israel. I've been to Egypt, Greece. I'm in the UK right now. Also, I've been all over the Caribbean. That would be Barbados. Got family in Barbados and Guyana. A little bit of South of America. Southern United States, Florida, Atlanta. East Coast. That would be more like North Carolinas and the South Carolinas, Virginia, Washington D.C., Baltimore. Jersey and New York City, all the way up into Maine. So I've been up and down the East Coast and a little bit across the water. But right now I'm in the UK, giving an explanation of what I feel, how Rastafarian resonates with me. And my first experience with Rastafari was when I first went to school in Alabama. That would be in Tuskegee, Alabama. Got to say what's up to all those Tuskegee grads in the building. Tuskegee is the place of the original Tuskegee Airmen, and coincidentally where they did the Tuskegee experiment, which is a bit unsavory episode in United States history, but I'm not going to go into the Tuskegee experiment right now, not here on this platform. But while I was at Tuskegee, I got exposed to reggae music and dub music for the first time, or at least, a hardcore introduction to it. I've been exposed to it previously in life, but not to the extent that I got when I was in my first year in college at Tuskegee. So in my first year college at Tuskegee, I met a lot of interesting folks, people from all over the country as well as from the Caribbean. And I also heard, again, the fantastic reggae music that they had playing. So, while I was there, I was exposed to Rastafarianism, or what they call being a Rasta. And for the life of me, I didn't have a full understanding of what it meant to be a Rasta, but they gave some pretty good examples on what it meant to be Rasta. So, and one of those was the Nazarene vow. The Nazarene vow can be found in the Bible in Numbers 6:12, 6:2. So I'm gonna go to the Nazarene vow just now, 6:2. Give me a second to find it as I try to share a bit of this information with you. Again, this is the Nazarene vow, and we're speaking about what it means to be a Rasta. So somebody told me about the Nazarene vow, and that can be found in Numbers 6:2. So I'm in my Bible now. I'm looking for Numbers. This is a regular Bible this is a Bible from the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Got this while I was a Mormon for a little while, and followed some Mormon tenets to get an idea for that. But while I was there, they gave me a Bible. I got a Bible from a friend who was also a Mormon. Of course, I'm having a difficult time finding Numbers right now because I need it on the shorthand. But Numbers, I got that. It's 190 in this Bible, and I'm reading from 6, so I'm going to go to page 190 in this current Bible. 190, and we have Numbers 6. Numbers 6 reads as such. 6:2 exactly is what my notes indicate. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when either of them, woman man or woman shall separate themselves to the vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord. So a Nazarene is someone who's making separating himself from everybody else and walking with the Lord. And it says, these are the rules for the Nazarite. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar or wine, or vinegar or strong drink. Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, or eat moist grapes or dry. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall be no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled in which he separates himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. So initially, you agreed to walk with God, and in your process of walking with the Lord, or the Most High, preferably, you will separate yourself, and you won't drink liquor or wine drink or cut your hair. So that's the first tenement, or one of the first tenements in order to be a Nazarene, is that you agree not to let a razor touch your head. And it also says here, all of the days of that he separates himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of the Most High is upon his head. And all the days of his separation, he is holy unto the Most High. So basically, when you agree to be a Nazarene, you agree not to cut your hair, not to drink strong drink, expose yourself to any dead bodies, or make yourself unclean for any way while you're walking with the Most High. I also have 6:13. Let's read 6:13, and it says, and this is the law of the Nazarene: when the days of his separations are fulfilled, he shall be brought into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So in a sense, in order to prove that you're a Nazarene and you've walked with God, you have to make that full pilgrimage and not cut your hair. And as the Nazarene shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of the head of his separation and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offerings. So after you finish your walk, you cut your hair and you burn it as a peace offering to the most high God. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. So these are the policies that you take after you've made your pilgrimage with the Most High. And the priest shall wave them for a wave of offering before the Most High. This is holy for the priest, with the wave breast and heave shoulder. And after that, the Nazarene may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarene who has vowed, and of his offering unto the Most High for his separation. Beside that, his hand shall get according to the vow which he vowed. So he must do after the law of his separation. And the Most High spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift on his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I shall bless them. So, long story short, the vow of the Nazarene gets you closer to God. And once you're finished with the vow of Nazarene and burn your locks in sacrifice to the Most High, then you will be accepted and you will be blessed. So that's one of the vows of the Nazarene, which they identify as the as Rasta, as one of the key tenets of the Rastafarian so-called religion. But again, I'm not necessarily presenting it as a religion, more as a way of life, or philosophy. For me, it's a philosophy or a way of life. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you're not Rasta or you don't identify as a Rastafarian, then you're not following the Most High, and you're a bad person because you're not a Rasta. In a sense, I think everybody has this resonance within them, and for me, Rastafarian is more about being natural and identifying with the natural spirit of the universe. That's part of what it means to be Rasta for me. It also has, I got some more stuff here from Judges 13:5. I think I'm gonna read that too if I can find that fast enough for you. Judges 13:5, Judges 3:43 here. Don't have my I didn't highlight it yet because I don't have the right highlighter, and I want to make sure I don't mess up my book. I really like my version of the Bible here that was presented to me as a gift, and I really do appreciate that, the gift that I got from the Mormons. So again, I'm looking for Judges, which seems to keep eluding me, but that's all right. I got it for you. 343 is Judges. 343 Judges, Book of Judges 13:5. So I'm gonna read Judges 13:5. I'm hoping that's my man right there. It's my main man right there. If you didn't know, I'm gonna let you know. You're rocking with Rastafari King David, and we're discussing what it means to be a Rasta. And we're here is going in again. It says, here's a brief synopsis of this chapter. It says, Israel in the Philistine bondage for 40 years, and an angel comes to Monai's wife and promises a son who shall begin to deliver Israel. The angel comes again, and he ascends in the flame from the altar. And you know who? Samson is born, and the Spirit of the Lord moves on him. That's 13:5 I'm reading now. It says, for lo, shall you conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto the Most High from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hands of the Philistines. This is a description of Samson. That's one of my favorite characters in the Bible. But he said unto me, but behold, you shall conceive and bear a son, and drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. They're speaking about Samson and how he's going to be born as a Nazarene, one who walks with God, whose strength is in his hair. Okay, so that's Judges 13:7, and I'm going to 16:17. Just skipping a little bit further. You can check this out as well in your own Bible. Find a Bible that resonates with you. And this is the story of Samson. If you didn't know, he's one of the strongest beings in the Bible because he walked with God and didn't cut his hair. Okay, so I'm reading from Judges 16:17, and he told. Let's see. I think I skipped up a little bit. I'm gonna read this, see if it flows. That's that he told her at all his heart and said unto her, there has not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite until the Most High from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak and be like the other man. Sums it up real succinctly, and basically, long story short, once you cut your connection with the Most High, then you become normal and like most other men. I think that's a really powerful statement that can resonate with a lot of Rastas, a lot, maybe even a lot of people who may not identify as Rasta, but you know that feeling once you cut your hair, how you feel exposed in regular, which can be an issue. I'm looking at Leviticus now. Leviticus, I'm going through all of the key points on what it makes to be a Rasta, or what it means to be a Rasta for me. Lamentations, I'm sorry. That's what that's supposed to say. I'm going to Lamentations, and that's going to be 10 something or another. 10 something or another in the Bible. Lamentations 10:20 in my Bible. And I'm looking for that now. 10:20. 10:20, and I gotta do a better job of this. My bad, people. Lamentations 4:7. Let's see what Lamentations 4:7 is saying. And it says, "This is the state of Zion is pitiful because of sin and inequity." Wow, that it says here, right, real simple. Her Nazarenes were purer than snow; they were whiter than milk, and they were ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was of sapphire. Their visage was blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. That they may be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, striking through for what want of the fruits of the field. Okay, this is the a spiting. You're getting spited once you cut your hair. That was a curse. I'm not gonna read the curse, because a lot of people don't know that the energy is based on what you put out in the world, right? So if you're a negative person and you put out a lot of curses, you create a negativity, a negative environment that's not really conducive to growth or unity. So I'm not going to really go into a curse again. Well, not necessarily. Well, let me clarify what I'm saying. The Bible is a tool as anything else, and if you're not aware of how you're using the tool, you can cause a lot of damage. I can say that myself because I've done it and I've caused a bit of damage for not understanding of what I was putting out in the world. So I want to make an effort to stay positive and put out positive things into the world. Otherwise, what bounce back would be a reflection of the negativity that you put out. So I don't want to fall prey to that. So I'm not going to be reading too many curses out loud out in public. So I'm in Amos 2:11 is which I'm looking for now. Again, these are all quotes on what I identify, what makes me a Rasta in my understanding. Okay, so this is chapter 2:11, and it says, "And I raise up your sons for prophets, and your young men for Nazarenes. It is not even thus, O you, the children of Israel, saith the Most High. But ye gave the Nazarenes wine to drink and commanded the prophets, saying, Prophecy not. Therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force, neither shall the mighty deliver himself. Neither shall he stand that handleth the bow, and he that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself, neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself." Long story short, once you cut your hair, you are vulnerable to the evils that lay out in the world. It says, I'm going to read that again. It says, "You gave the Nazarenes wine to drink and commanded the prophets, saying, Prophecy not." So you disturbed and corrupted the Nazarenes by giving them alcohol when you know you wasn't supposed to give them alcohol. And now you are cursed. Wow, that's really serious stuff, right? It's not a game. I'm looking for my other Bible. I got a gang of Bibles in front of me in order to tell this story. So I'm gonna go into the New Testament and explain to you how Jesus himself was a Nazarene. I'm looking at Revelations 3:14 now. Revelations 3:14, and Revelations 3:14, it says that 14, "And the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write these things to say, says the Amen, the faithful and the true witness, the beginnings of the creation of God." That's not exactly the term the one I'm looking for. 3:14, that doesn't read right. That's not the right one. 3:14. I'm looking for a Nazarene vow. I'm gonna try a different spot. 3:19. How about that? 3:19. Nope, it's not there. as I love and I rebuke and chasten. Therefore, be zealous and repent. That's not there either. That's disappointing. But I'm looking for the passage that says that Jesus was a Nazarite. He's a Nazarene. So long story short, it's a replay of Rastafarianism is a bit, for me, is a bit of a replay of the Nazarene vow, which Samson followed and lost because he broke the rules. Now, what I'm putting forth now is that the original Christians were the Nazarenes who followed a policy similar to the Rastafarians. So that's one tenement of what it means to be a Rasta for me. I got a lot more for you later on. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm gonna try to do one of these once a week on Sundays on what it means to be Rasta for me. You can give me feedback. You can disagree, agree, tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong, add some comments or statements or suggestions on ways to make this better or how you want to argue with me. Because if you disagree with what I'm saying, I'm open for debate. Bring it. And when you do come with the debate, I'm going to use the Bible to set you on fire, kicking the word of God. That's what I'm here for. Share and spread the word of God and share with you the good news. But it's not a religion. It's a way of life. Thanks for tuning in. Rastafari King David doing this every Sunday. I got things coming out early in the week on Mondays, and on Fridays do the radio show here in the UK. That's Hills FM 98.6, as well as hillsfm.co.uk. And you can check me out directly on thelovemovement.co. I'm on Instagram, Rastafari King David, on Facebook, Rastafari King David, and on Twitter, Rasta King David. And I'm shining the light down in your eyes, spitting hot fire. Thanks for tuning in. Deuces.